Hello and welcome. October 2025 has been, well, a month of some pretty major shifts all around the globe. We're going to break down all the key moments you need to know about, everything from major political shakeups to some pretty incredible technological leaps. Seriously, we're seeing big moves in global politics and the economy, and yeah, even on the battlefield. So, what's actually going on? And maybe more importantly, why should you care? Let's dive right in. So, we're kicking things off with two really different stories about what it means to lead. One is about starting a whole new chapter after you've held power, and the other is about the fight to even get there in the first place. First up, we're looking at two leaders who are taking very different paths right now. One is getting this incredible recognition for a lifelong fight for democracy, while another is stepping off the political stage and jumping straight into the world of AI. This is just a huge moment of recognition for Maria Corina Machado. If you've followed Venezuelan politics, you know she's been a central figure in the opposition movement for years. She's been an incredibly vocal critic of the government and a leading voice pushing for free and fair elections, often at great personal risk. And you know, the Nobel Committee's own words really say it all. They point directly to her absolute commitment to a non-violent struggle. They're highlighting her relentless, tireless work toward bringing a democratic and just transition to her country. And then you have this move from public office to the private sector. Former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is stepping into the world of artificial intelligence. Honestly, it's part of this growing trend we're seeing, where former world leaders are lending their unique geopolitical know-how to the tech sector, which is, as you know, just exploding. Now, his role isn't about getting into the weeds of day-to-day policy. No, this is high-level strategic stuff, all about a bird's-eye view of global trends. And it's also really worth noting, his earnings are going straight to a charity that's focused on education and math skills. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. We've talked about political leadership, but what about the world of finance and corporate strategy? We're seeing some brand new faces taking the helm at some really critical institutions. Next up, we're diving into some key appointments in the financial world. And we're starting with a pretty major change at one of the world's most important central banks. Over in India, the Reserve Bank has a new executive director. Her name is Sonali Sengupta, and she is taking on this role bringing, and I mean this, a massive amount of experience to the table. And that number right there, that represents nearly 3 decades of experience. Just think about that. She's worked across banking regulation, financial inclusion, supervision. She is a true veteran in her field, and she's stepping in at a really crucial time for the global economy. Meanwhile, in the corporate world, there's a big leadership transition going on at Castrol, India. The current managing director, Kedar Lele, is officially stepping down at the end of December. Says he's off to pursue some new opportunities. So, stepping in as the interim CEO is Saugata Basuray, and get this, he's a total company veteran. He's been with Castrol since 1999. This whole move is really designed to make sure there's a super smooth handover when he officially takes the reins in January 2026. Okay, so beyond just individual leaders, October also brought us some really significant moments of national achievement. And we saw this both in cutting-edge technology and in the world of sports. So now, let's turn to two huge stories of Indian innovation and incredible skill, one in defense technology and the other in the world of cricket. Okay, this is a huge deal. The delivery of this first Tejas Mk1A jet, it marks a massive step forward for India's goal of self-reliance in defense manufacturing. It's a completely homegrown, cutting-edge piece of military hardware. And this thing is absolutely packed with advanced tech. We're talking a state-of-the-art AESA radar, which lets the pilot track multiple targets with just pinpoint precision. And it's got a powerful electronic warfare suite that's designed to jam enemy signals. It's a serious leap in capability. And from the skies to the cricket pitch, this number right here, it represents a truly historic moment for one of India's biggest sports stars. Jasprit Bumrah has absolutely cemented his legacy. He became the first Indian fast bowler ever to play over 50 matches in all 3 international formats of the game. That's just an incredible testament to his skill, his endurance, and his versatility. And finally, let's take a look at how nations are collaborating on the world stage, and also how one country is celebrating its own incredible cultural achievements right at home. This last section is all about collaboration on the high seas and absolute domination on the silver screen. So for the very first time, India and the UK conducted a joint carrier strike group exercise out in the Arabian Sea. I mean, this is a really powerful demonstration of their growing strategic partnership, and it sends a clear signal about their shared interests in maritime security in the Indo-Pacific.
And from those strategic partnerships to the world of cinema, this number, 13, well, it was the talk of the town at the 70th Filmfare Awards.
I mean, it was practically a total sweep. Kiran Rao's film Lapata Ladies, or Missing Ladies, just dominated the night. It walked away with a staggering 13 trophies, including the top honors for Best Film and Best Director. Wow. So when you step back and look at it all, from Nobel laureates challenging authoritarian regimes, to new military tech, to shifting corporate power, October has really set the stage for what's coming next. And it kind of leaves us with this big question. Are we just seeing the chaotic repositioning of old powers, or is this the beginning of a whole new global order? That's what we'll be watching.